We know it's definitely tough when on the road, especially in this league where most teams play better at home. And, we just talked about being focused, locked in, and we got to come ready to fight every road game. It's tough, but I felt like our guys were prepared enough to come on and fight and get that record.
Barry, you guys got up 21, obviously they're early, and kind of let them back in and got as close as 7. I feel like you guys maybe took the foot off the gas. Did TCU kick it in? What was happening there?
I think they just kind of turned it up a notch, and we kind of got on our heels a little bit. We just had to weather the storm. We started missing some shots, and they started making some, and the crowd got into it, got on their back, and they kind of just fed off the energy. We kind of got on our heels, and I think one of the biggest shots of the game was when Mac just hit that. I think Dean got the rebound push. I kicked it to Mike. Mike drove, hit Mac for the free throw line jumper. That was our first basket, I feel like, in a while. So that was a big basket just to weather the storm and get us back rolling.
How good did it feel for you to hit some shots? You've been struggling the last 2 games to get them to fall.
It was good, man. I've just been working, man, getting put in the right spots. Coach called my number a few times late in the game, and I was just able to execute.
Cam, you have had to go 1 game at a time all season long, but now there's just 1 left, and it is for the conference title. How rewarding is that to be in that spot?
It's very rewarding, but the thing we talk about is not being satisfied, and we talked about that the whole year. We pretty much been in first, and we couldn't get comfortable with that because we knew that teams were going to fight to get us out of that position. And, if we take care of business Saturday, then it's ours. So we got to prepare for that because they're going to come ready to fight too. And, it'll be real lovely to get that.
Cam, I know you're probably not satisfied with your overall shooting performance, but it just seemed like the plays you made came at key times, maybe the end of the half, 3-pointer, and then when they drew within 7, you could foul and hit all 3 threes. How would you just describe your performance today?
I felt like I was aggressive. Came out aggressive, attacking the lane. Shots didn't fall, but being aggressive always makes the defense hold you accountable. Makes you always hold the defense accountable for that. And my teammates put me in the right spots, got me the ball when I was open. So credit to them for that. And I just made plays.
Can you take us through that end of the half 3-pointer, kind of how it unfolded for you?
Well, the play was actually supposed to be for Dean, but they doubled Dean, of course, at the top of the key, so I just stepped in and he saw that I was open.
Barry, what went into the defensive performance tonight? It seemed like you had them taking bad shots pretty much from the start.
We all just knew what they were going to do, man. We scouted. Coach Brad Corn had to scout, and we just kind of knew their sets and knew what they like to do. A lot of seam ball screens, a lot of seam slips for seam drives, and a lot of back doors and things of that nature, and penetrating passing for corner threes and wing threes and stuff like that. So we just kind of knew what they wanted to do. So we were just able to be there and be in the right spots and kind of take it away.
Barry, in that run at the end of the first half, there was a play, I think, you had to steal, and you and him kind of passed it back and forth. Did you talk about a play like that on the desk for you guys? The communication you guys had to be able to do. I don't think y'all put it on the floor, did you?
I think I might have put it on the floor. I mean, I knew as soon as he got the steal and it was 2-on-1, I knew it was gonna be a lob. Like it was no doubt in my mind. We kind of do that in practice a lot, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and that was just kind of that situation where it's 2-on-1, and also it's a smaller guy. A guard was Robinson back, and so I knew it just put it up in the air. He couldn't jump with him, so that's what happened.
Can you guys took Noah completely out of the game? What was the game plan on him specifically?
Just to make him make tough shots. Take contested shots, and he's a real good player, real good shooter, and you got to be in his space on the catch, so he doesn't get any open look.
Cam, it seems like so much, we asked you about your shooting or you kind of being the primary ball handler, kind of key assist guy. How much pride do you take in your rebounding? This is your 4th game this year, you got more than 5.
Our coach has been real big on that, especially being in my ear because when teams take a lot of threes, that ball bounces long. And, it's the guard's job to come back and get those long rebounds. And it helps our bigs as well because they don't have to work as hard. They can get their inside position, but it's our job to get those loose ones.
Barry, you kind of struggled to score the last couple of games and had 4 in the first half. This one, get 12 in the second half. Was that intentionally trying to take it over, or did it just come to you in the second half?
Man, it just came, man. I just wanted to, like I said, Coach called my number late in the game, and I was trying to execute. I hit a couple pull-ups as the game went on, and kind of just felt a good rhythm. And so I just was able to hit a few more and open up the scoreboard.
Barry, how big of a game do you think Saturday will be back?
It'll be a big game, man, because everyone's worried about the championship and all this stuff and this and that, and it's gonna be senior night, so emotions gonna be high. But it's just important just to play that game like a regular game, man. This league is a league of adjustments. We played them before, we beat them at home, but they're not just gonna come in and Bramlins and lay down. So it's gonna be a tough game. Good team, physical, switch a lot of things, and we just got to execute and stay disciplined.
Did y'all do any scoreboard watching tonight? Were you aware of the Tech score during this game?
No, I don't know.
Tech won.
Okay. Yeah.
At home,
Bear,
expected.
Bear, what does it mean, I guess, for you guys to be in a position to literally control your own destiny for a Big 12 championship? I mean, you don't have to sit here and watch, oh, if this team loses, then we can win it. It's just pretty simple. You win and you get it.
I mean, it's good, man, but it's not over. We got, like I said, we got a tough team coming in Bramlage Saturday. That's not just gonna hand us a victory. I mean, it's gonna be a tough, grinded out game, but I'm glad that we all put ourselves in a position to, like you said, control our own destiny and do the right things on the floor to be able to get a championship.
Just a couple more questions for the student athletes. Anything else? Okay, we're gonna let these guys go and then we'll have Coach.
Talk to him, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, Mike only had 3 points, but had a big 3-point play moving without the ball. And
Yeah.
a couple of deflections. How big was he tonight?
Wyatt and Stan on the radio asked me why he's improved. And a couple of weeks ago with Coach Fraser, I talked to him about bringing him in and watching film and just explaining to him he doesn't have to do too much. Just do what he does. He, 30 minutes the other night, guarded people, got his free throws. That's key, especially you get some foul trouble. We got sickness, injuries, all the stuff. You need guys to come off the bench. And, that was a big play. There were a lot of big plays. Mac had some huge plays. Just a couple rebounds that the dunk at the end. Dean makes a great pass to him. He catches it and makes a great dunk at the end. Kam's shot at the end of the half. Kind of won the game 3 different times. You get up 18-15, they push it to 23 up. You make the run to finish the half. Then you make the great run, continue that second half, and then they didn't quit. The young guys came in and 10-0 run for them. Then we had to win it again and finished it off. We made enough plays down the stretch, and we knew they were desperate and they weren't going to quit. It would have been nice to take a deep breath, but they came back on. I think Tech had them in the 20s and got it back to 8. So you knew they were going to keep coming at us.
Bruce, when you entered the game, last among Big 12 teams, free throw shooting percentage, how big a small is it for you to face?
Well, it's huge, and I did make them. Our flight was delayed yesterday, so I said as long as we have time, everyone make 25 free throws. And the players actually laughed about it, that maybe it helped. But we've had different times where we've shot it well. That it does make a difference, especially in close games, to extend leads, to finish games. And to me, I think we're a better free throw shooting team than we showed, but we got to do it consistently. So, but it's still a defense. You hold them to 52. I think it's the low of the year. You hold their leading scorers, Noy and Miller, to 0 and 2. If we don't give up some easy ones in the paint at a couple different times, it would have been it's great defensive effort for our kids, and our coaches do a good job. Players have bought in; they want to win. We talked about doing a little more. Coach Korn brought up a thing: just do more, be a little more disciplined. Give a little better effort, be determined. All those little things that make a difference.
What do you think of when you see the team go 7-2 on the road in Big 12 play?
It's seniors, it's older guys, it's poise, it's defense. Gives you a chance. I wish we would have won a couple of those non-conference road games, but maybe that experience of playing in those games helped us. But I just throw them after. I'm just so proud of them. All the guys, and happy for them. Proud of the staff. Really proud of Luke Sauber, our trainer, because you guys have no idea what he's had to do. Today we had somebody get the flu. We had Kam didn't go to shoot around for the second game in a row. He is at the doctor. I mean, we've had so many things, and you know, they've all just kept fighting for the same mission, on the same mission. And, you know, they've been able to hang in there and be resilient and find ways to get wins.
Bruce, you've been through this a lot. How many tournament teams do you expect the Big 12 to have in a couple of weeks?
Well, I hope 8. I thought last year, Oklahoma State and Baylor, I thought they were screwed, to be honest. I'm just being honest. I thought last year was the best league I've ever been part of. The balance, the top part of the league, the whole league, 1 through 10. It was really disappointing to me. And you know, I've told Mike that before. I told Scott that. You know, and this year, again, probably the top 4 or 5 aren't quite as good as, you know, they're still good, but not quite as good as last year. But the balance of the league is so special. And people don't understand. You play everyone twice like this. It is hard. It is hard. And you know what? I'm hoping for 8. You know, I think we should have had it last year. And maybe 9 last year, to be honest. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Bruce, how nice was it to see Barry get back on track after the last 2?
You know, he actually struggled first half. I think he overdid it. People are ganging up on him on the ball screens. I told him he's got to learn to play without the ball and find some ways because he's a target. He's good. You know, it was good for him to get a couple ones roll in. You know, he was big down the stretch. You can put the ball in his hands, and for the most part, he makes the right play.
Is it a relief to not have to worry about keeping guys from looking ahead anymore, knowing there's just one game left for the league time?
Yeah, you know, and I think I told you, I finally put a bracket up before the game Saturday, and I just said, this is like an NCAA. We got 1 day prep, less than 48 hours. You know, and because I haven't talked about that at all. I figure we're near the end. I can at least do that. Plus, get that experience of, I knew it was going to be tough. We didn't get out of there till 10 o'clock the other night. You know, you have a snowstorm. You got to get on a plane. You got to come here, play a team that's desperate for a win. But you know, I guess we did the right things, and they got the right mindset. I've done a lot of text messages, mental little things with a lot of guys, just trying to keep them focused on the right things. And I don't know if it's helped or not, but I think it's more the seniors are so focused and determined.
Bruce, how big was the Kam drawing the foul on the 3-pointer and then sinking off?
Yeah, you know, I thought Mac, they go on a 10-0 run. Mac hits a 15-footer, and that was huge. It stopped the run, got it back to 12. You know, Kam makes all 3 free throws, kind of quiets the crowd down. You know, Mac has another. Dean makes a great pass. He has the dunk. And then Barry got some runners that, you know, kind of iced it, you know, and then we got stops. We had 2 bad stretches on defense, the middle of this first half or second thirds of it. And then that one stretch where they made the 10-0 run. But other than that, we were pretty good.
You've been here once before, your first year, but how do you think you'll manage the next couple of days with the championship possibility hanging?
I mean, it's just, to me, I think the best thing, it's like Barry said, it's just another game. And it's an important game. Obviously, Oklahoma's going to be desperate, just like TCU. I just told our guys, honor the seniors, play at a high level, be prepared. You know, we're off tomorrow. Wednesday will be very light. You know, we'll see what Oklahoma does tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night, right? And, you know, see what happens there. We can all watch them. Lon's done a nice job. They're playing small ball. They're switching everything. They're playing zone. They beat TCU with a zone here a couple weeks ago. You know, we're going to have to play, you know. So it's, you know, last time we had to go on the road, and I can still see Marcus Smart flopping, you know, and the call going the other way. But, you know, we at least we got a piece of it. And, you know, that group was special. Rodney, Tay, Jordan, Shane, Will, Bradley, all that group. And it's a lot like this group, very resilient and stayed the course.
One more question.
Like I asked Barry, just what does it mean to you to be in a position that you control it? You don't have to worry.
Well, again, I'm just happy for our coaches and happy for the players that they have this chance. And, you know, let's get prepared. That's the most important thing. The one thing I've learned from Coach Snyder, and he talked about everyone has dreams and goals, but you better have a plan to get those dreams and goals. And it's just not going to happen. So we got it. The coaches will do a great job. They got to buy into it. We got to have guys watching film, knowing what we need to do, how we're going to attack them, how we're going to guard them. You know, that's the most important thing. We got to go earn a victory, which we did tonight.